Out on another backpacking trip, and I'm back making videos again, but yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. Probably more about that throughout this this video, kind of discussing where my channel's going. And I'm getting rained on. So up here for a few days solo trip. My oldest son is on a week-long scout camp, and my second oldest son, he didn't really care much for the backpacking. My daughter, well, this trip really isn't for her because it's going to be in at least a few miles. Not coming down too bad, but it's coming down enough. I'm trying to stay dry. I just barely got on the trail. So let me show you. That is where I'm heading, is up through there, over that pass, back down the other side. Now, the lake I'm heading to, specific reason why I picked it is because there's not a trail to it. So, some navigation skills, and it's going to thin out the crowds too. About 2 to 3 miles in is what I'm looking at. No need to inflate the miles, and I have seen that on some notable YouTube channels actually, where they claim they were 7 miles in. I'm like, no you're not, that's a mile in, because I know that lake. I took my 5-year-old to it on his first backpacking trip. Anyway, I've never done that, don't see a need to do that. So like I said, about 2 to 3 miles in, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we'll have the lake to ourselves. But we'll see, because this is a busy weekend up here. It's Monday is the 4th of July, so. This is a new area for me. I talked about picking an area that didn't have a trail to the lake. At least there's a trail to start on, but then eventually the trail dies out or it goes a different direction. To the lake, there is no trail. The other part is I really wanted to go somewhere that I haven't been before. This is it, and man, is it gorgeous. Got this beautiful meadow over here, and I bet the moose, the deer just love this place. Some mountains off the back. I've actually been over in that direction before, back in there to another lake. Got this beautiful rising peak right here. Love it. Made a good portion of the ascent. I can tell I haven't been doing a ton of hiking this year because I'm out of shape. But those two, that's where I'm heading, up in between, and then back down the other side. I'm at a fork in the trail right here, and to be quite honest, I'm 99% sure which way to go. But because I've never been to this area, I don't want to take that for granted. So I've actually got a sign right here too that tells you which lakes are where. My lake isn't on any of the signs, and there's 1,000 mosquitoes around here. So I need to go this way. That's the way I thought, but it's always good to check and make sure, especially if you're unfamiliar with the area. And I'll be honest, I'm wondering if I brought enough bug spray. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I did. And I'll go right through the netting of this hat, through my shoulders. Don't know how I'm going to edit this. I don't want it to be too intensive, but a lot of that depends on what I feel like when I get home. That might give you some idea of elevation gain here. So we were down in those trees looking up at that mountain. Now we're above those trees. Got a ways to go. Up and up and up. Beautiful in here though. Getting there. There's that one. And the other. Pretty close. Made it to the top. There's a lake behind me. We are sitting at about 10,500 feet at this lake. Actually, I'm pretty surprised at how forested it is up here. I didn't think it'd be as forested as it is. But next, we'll go back down the other side, and shortly after we get to the bottom, that's when we'll break trail, we'll do some bushwhacking, and we'll try to find that lake that I'm trying to go to. There's the lake behind me, still gaining some elevation. And you can't see them right now, but this mountain range way over by this one, I've been all down in there before. On the other side of that mountain. And subsequently on the other side of that mountain. We have made it to the top of where we are, the trail. If you can see, it's just right here, a few feet away. Elevation very high. This is July 1st, so you can see there's still snow up here. But the lake that we are going to be heading to is down there somewhere. So we're going to see if we can find it and go from there. Not quite there yet. We're going to skip this one, and I believe it's just the next lake over. We will see. That's a beautiful shot right there. Ooh. There she is. Found the lake right there through the trees. So hopefully, with no trail to this lake and it being somewhat out of the way, it will filter a lot of the people out. And if I'm real lucky, I'll have it to myself the whole weekend. I'd be surprised. We'll see. Here's the lake up close. Doesn't look like there's going to be much on this end as far as campsites. Looks like the best is probably going to be where you're looking right now, over on that end. So we will walk around the lake and see what we can find. Does that water look teal to you at all? Is it just me? No, it doesn't look teal?